The Tony Greig Show on Crap Info Talk.
Welcome to the Tony Greig Show on Crap Info Talk.
News this week.
Andrew Strauss is the new captain of England following the sacking of Kevin Pietersen. England coach Peter Moores has also been given the Aus. Just days ago, Pietersen had demanded that either Moores go or he would go. In the end, the ECB decided that they should both go. Andrew Strauss has found a bit of form lately, and it would seem that the England selectors are keen to put an end to that. In the last couple of decades, England have gone through a long list of failed captains, perhaps with the exception of Michael Vaughan. Pietersen will no doubt join that long list of losers in the Sky Sports commentary box, but at least unlike Nasser Hussain and Michael Atherton, Pietersen has actually experienced one successful Ashes campaign. Speaking of useless captains, Ricky Ponting has led Australia to another Test Series defeat, this time at the hands of Graham Smith's mighty South Africans. It's quite clear that Ponting has no idea. Full stop. End of story. One of the all-time great batsmen of the modern era, has always been outstanding in the field, but as a captain, he leaves a lot to be desired. The only good thing about this dip in achievement from an Australian point of view is that Ponting's win-loss record might get brought back to the field. Statistically, he's a more successful captain than Chappell, Taylor, Waugh, even Bradman. Over the summer, in the Channel 9 commentary box, at the sight of some of Ponting's field placements and tactics, Ian Chappell went into fits of rage, smashing a lot of expensive equipment and my favourite hat, while Mark Taylor became violently ill. Looking ahead, it doesn't look as though my colleagues will be able to look forward to much better down the track, with a man known as Pup, that's Michael Clarke, set to be the next Australian captain. At least with England, if you don't like the captain, you only have to wait a couple of weeks and he's gone. And whilst I've touched on that again, I noticed Bet Unfair has Andrew Strauss at $1.40 to be replaced as England skipper by the end of 2009. So, it's one to get on to.
My favourite cricketer.
Now, this week my favourite cricketer is Graham Smith. What a fighter, what a leader, what a man. Big Graham emerged from the SCG members' stand just to stop the Aussies from celebrating what they thought was a win. Fighting excruciating pain with a broken thumb and swelling elbow. Once he was out in the middle, he must have thought to himself, shit, what the hell am I doing out here? But South Africa very nearly held off the Aussies, but with a couple of overs to go in the final day, Smith was bowled by Mitchell Johnson. Australia winning the final test, but South Africa taking the series 2-1.
One question only.
Right, this week we got a lot of emails, but the one I've chosen comes from Suresh Singh in India, who writes, Dear Tony, congratulations, you've won prize draw 1982, $10 million US. Send me your credit card details. I'll forget that one. Let's try another one. Dick Moore from the United States writes, gain more inches. Oh, sorry, this is it. Steve Smith from Norwich, England writes, Dear Tony, what can England do to win the Ashes? Even though it will be the best chance we could hope for with a weaker Aussie team, we've self-imploded yet again with the Pietersen-Moores saga. What can we do? That answer is easy, Steve. Pray. Loyal listeners should now know that I have a new email address, tony@maximumcricket.com, where you can send me your questions and I'll pick out the best email each week and answer it on the show. Also, MaximumCricket.com is the new online home for the fake Tony Greig Show. So get online and send in some bright questions. At the end of each month, I'll try to talk with a couple of loyal listeners on the show. So start emailing Tony@MaximumCricket.com, and you never know, I just might be talking with you real soon. This is Tony Greig for Crap Info Talk, signing off.
The Tony Greig Show on Crap Info Talk.